our YouTube channel, Cooking, Crafting, and Creating Chaos. I'm Stacy.
I'm Katie.
And we have a special guest tonight, my BFF, Leslie.
It's Leslie.
Hello. She came to teach us how to make craisin cookies, one of my favorites that she makes. And Katie's going to make our low-carb chocolate cake that everybody asked for the recipe. I did send, and a friend of mine, Karen, but everybody else has to wait until tonight.
Yeah.
You.
Boom.
Boom. So, who wants to start? Lily or Kathy?
You go. Okay. Need to preheat the oven to 320 degrees.
320 degrees.
My pan's over there. I just noticed that. What can I do?
I did the dishes.
Can I do anything for you?
You want to spray this with some of that their slick spray?
And then
I probably can.
I need a stick of butter. Where's my butter?
You need it softened? There's some right there, and I brought some that's sitting over there.
I need a whole stick.
Excuse me.
Woo! Good save.
You'll probably be hearing a whole lot of dog names tonight. My dog is currently laying at my feet. And we're going to trip over him. It's inevitable. You know. So, really important thing that I need to note is...
You drink a bottle of wine as you're cooking, everything turns out better.
Everything is much better.
Not what I was going to say, for sure. You need 5 eggs set out to room temperature. They have to be room temperature, or your whites won't whip up, or it'll take a lot longer if you let them sit out to room temperature. Like ours have been setting out for a while now, not long enough to get bad, but it helps a lot. So I'm just going to take the chocolate. I don't know what you're doing back there. Don't you dare go breathe down my neck.
Look,
I'm just going to break the chocolate into the bowl.
Look, just break your chocolate up.
I can't trust her. I don't trust her behind me. It's so sketchy. And my hands are clean before anyone in the comment sections has a hissy fit. I washed them right before.
No, she didn't. She scratched her dog's butt.
I haven't even touched my dog in the last like 20 minutes.
Here, let me do a little filming of your bowl here. Let's multitask.
Oh, I should probably specify that it's 8 ounces of dark chocolate. I like to use the Ghirardelli 60% cocoa bitter sweet. It's really good.
I love Ghirardelli.
She's just breaking it up.
Oh, that's cute. That's actually makes
It doesn't have to be like
good videos.
perfectly chunked because it's all going to get melted anyway. Just snap it. I tried to speed this up last time I made this, and I beat the chocolate with a meat tenderizer mallet. Didn't work.
Oh, while she's breaking up the chocolate, we're going to feed it to the dog and kill it.
We are not. I got it out of the
We use the fabric softener sheets that we mentioned on our last video, the new scented laundry soap, and the
honeysuckle? Was it honeysuckle?
Yeah, the honeysuckle, and the sprinkles. Can't remember the name of them.
Boosts.
The boosts. Fantastic. Wonderful. The laundry smells great. Everything comes out soft, looking good. So, again, go visit Grow Collaborative and get your order in. The link at the last video gives you $10 off your first order. And you can't beat that.
I want to smell the honeysuckle.
It's
I like the
great.
honeysuckle. I'm going to order mine. Because I've got to.
That soap right there is honeysuckle.
This?
The one from the
next one over.
From a trash away.
Does she eat a piece of chocolate?
No.
Smells good.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to get a butter knife because it's butter, butter knife.
No, we just don't let her have sharp knives.
I'm just going to set it here because...
She even has to cut her steaks with a butter knife. She's not mature enough.
I'm trying to give a tutorial
Well,
here.
at least you're not, not cutting them for her.
Mommy, can you cut these? And I just kind of cut it like that so it's not all one solid piece, and then I flop her off in there.
Yeah, that's a good term. Flopping. And she puts a little bit of the paper on there. That helps with texture.
Yeah, it's a textural thing. And I'm going to reuse this butter knife for later. And I'm going to go wash chocolate and butter off my hands now, and then I'm going to get started on my eggs. We got one of them fancy no-touch sinks, so you can just wave your hands in front of it and it turns off and on. It's great when you have messy hands. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2 bowls. This is gonna sit back over here because it's gonna go in the microwave in a minute. 2 bowls.
Those are cute bowls.
Those are Target, the Room Essentials. This is actually for college students, but I like them. I like the color of them. Yeah, it comes in a set. It has bowls, plates, saucers, and what else did it have? No, just bowls, plates, and saucers.
Those are cute.
It's the whole set for $16.
Wow.
We have chickens, but I baked this cake earlier in the week, so we're running low on eggs. That's why I'm using store
No,
bought.
just tell the truth. They're slacking. It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is separate the eggs, egg whites and yolks. And I'm not good at this. I have tried different methods. Stick that over there.
And you save the eggshells in this household because I have this little container packet here of my shreddings of vegetables and fruits and egg shells. And I have a homemade composter outside that I put it in.
And I just about ruptured that egg yolk, and that would have been very bad.
It's a nice fat white. It's a nice fresh egg.
I made this one night, and I got messed up and had a bunch of yolks. And, okay, so yeah, this is 4. I could count, I swear. And, we had a bunch of yolks left over. I was like, what can we do with those? So I was like, well, make scrambled eggs. Don't make scrambled eggs out of just yolks. They
Custard,
were
baby.
terrible. Cooked them for my dad, and he was like, I can't eat this.
So, like, how many eggs again?
5.
5 eggs.
Yes, this is number 5.
It's a lot of protein.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And pop that over there, and there. And then we wash our hands again because egg.
What do we do next?
I get my mixer bowl over her. We put the egg whites in them. Now, if you don't have a stand mixer, hand mixer works just fine too. It just takes a little longer. And you're gonna, here's what you're gonna do. If I can remember what I'm getting, because I forgot to get this out. Find your measuring spoon that says pinch, and you're going to do a pinch of salt into your whites. I almost said yolks. These are not yolks, these are whites.
So what do you do with your yolks?
Oh, that comes after this. I have to get my whites started.
I don't like recipes that you use the egg whites and then you have nothing left to do with the yolk, so you feel like you're wasting it. I mean, I'm not gonna, most of the time if I do that, I'm not gonna take the time.
Pull the handle there.
I'm not gonna take the time to make a custard or something like that, so I just feed it to, don't think I'm nasty. I feed it to my chickens, okay? It's good for them.
I will put this recipe below, so maybe you'll understand it. So I put the pinch of salt in the white, so I'm going to take it over here to my mixer, and I'm going to lock her on.
I'm going to film it with my cell phone, so maybe it'll show you it up close.
It helps if your mixer's plugged in.
Multi.
Plug your mixer in. Somebody has their watch plugged in. Make sure you got the whisk attachment. And
I put that on for her earlier.
I know how to do it. And then I'm going to turn it up on high. And I'm going to whisk that until it gets frothy.
Tell it what?
Gets frothy.
Frothy?
Frothy.
How long?
I take xilitol or sweetener of choice. That's up to you. And I take about this is 1/4 of a cup. 1/4 of a cup.
We use xilitol because it's low carb friendly.
And I'm going to sprinkle this in here with my egg whites because it stabilizes them. Now that wasn't quite a full 1/4 cup, so I'm just going to add just a sprinkle more. I'm going to set that aside for later because I will use it again. And I'm going to crank this puppy up on high to go until it forms stiff peaks.
Okay. All right.
What are you doing now, Katie?
Getting a teaspoon. Now, while the egg whites are whipping and the chocolate and butter are melting, I'll check that in a second. You're going to take your vanilla extract, and I put 2 teaspoons into the yolks. Just like so. Do you need vanilla? Okay, so we'll reuse that. And take a little whisk, and you whisk your egg yolks.
And your niller.
And your niller. This one yolk does not want to break. And you whisk it like that. Now, I gotta check my chocolate and my butter. How are my yolks looking?
They're looking really frothy.
How frothy are you supposed to whip them? Are you supposed to whip them
Stiff
to
peaks.
stiff?
She's getting it. I'm like, she's
Wow,
getting
that
it.
went quick.
It did. The sugar really helps. I was having trouble when I first did it. Now, my chocolate and my butter, I'm going to give it a little stir. It's not quite melted, so I'm going to have to pop it back in there. The first time I popped it in for 45 seconds, and I'm just kind of stirring it up, you know.
That looks like a globby mess.
It'll be silky and delicious momentarily. Now pop this back in the microwave for about 30 seconds. We're gonna sticky that back in the microwave for a few seconds. And here are my egg whites. They're lovely and fluffy.
I believe you could cook that recipe over and over and over and over again, one after another, and each time it's going to be different.
It always is.
It's never going to be the same.
Hot bowl. Let's see where this got us.
I can make something that's fabulous, and the next time I'll make it exactly the same, and it just
Doesn't
not
turn out
quite so
right.
fabulous.
My first few times I was having a really hard time getting my yolks to fluff. So that's when I started adding in a little bit of the sugar, and it helped a lot. And I've just kind of honed it every time I've made it. It gets a little bit better. Now, my chocolate and my butter are almost melted. I'm going to put it back in there for about another 30 seconds. Now, I'm no professional baker, and I'm sure some of you are probably like, oh dear God, what is she doing? Trust me, it tastes good.
Look, we're cooking like a home cook would, not a professional baker.
And 30 seconds. And sippy the tea.
You want to tell them what you have in your tea? No?
They only need to know it's tea.
Jack?
No.
Little crap?
No. Crack and rum.
Little rum?
Little rum with some diet tea tastes like vanilla.
Leslie and I are drinking Sparks Vineyard Deep Fork Red from Oklahoma.
Yummy.
It is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Now,
It's sweet and delicious.
my oven is preheated.
So good.
There are dogs in my way. And I have a hot bowl full of molten chocolate.
Well, let me shut this for you.
Oh, I might need it. It's okay. I'm just going to stir this up because there's just a few tiny pieces that aren't quite melted.
Oh, that is smooth and delicious.
Thank you. So I'm just going to kind of
It smells
do
really
that.
good too. I'm
Now,
excited to see this. I've been hearing about how great this cake
It is so...
Sorry.
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 It is so
All right.
yummy.
Now, you see how lovely and silky that is? This is a hot bowl. I'm going to put it back down now. Now you have to temper your egg yolks, because if you don't, you just put the egg yolks into the hot chocolate, you're going to have scrambled eggs in your cake, and that's yuck. So, I'm going to use this spoon to put some chocolate in here, and then you're going to see me look like I have no clue how my left hand is supposed to work as I whisk it together, because I'm not left-handed. It'll get it done.
Get her done.
Get her done. I'm going to move this out of the way so you guys can see.
I'm going to do a close-up with my celly phone, so that way you can see it.
And just
I'm
a little
watching it
bit.
through your telephone.
It's a pretty good picture, huh?
It is a good picture. I'm pretty impressed.
We'll use my
I kept telling my hubby that it was not a good picture, but he clinked the lens.
Clinked. He clinked.
It's wonderful now. It's
amazing.
It's
how much-
amazing.
I'm gonna add just a touch
Wait, Lynn's a
more.
little bit.
And now those are
tempered.
tempered. Excuse me.
Oh,
Now you put your tempered yolks into your chocolate.
you chocolate.
And I do scrape the bowl. I'm not one of those people that
You
just
want me to
like
stir while you scrape?
dump it in that.
So let me ask you
Dump it
this.
over.
If they're tempered yolks, are they angry or are they...
They're level.
They're level.
They're levels. And then I just stir this in. It's nice to have a slick surface because then you can just...
Spinner, baby.
And
Yeah.
you can see just by adding the yolks how much thicker this has already gotten.
Yeah.
And it smells so good.
And I'm not going to lick my
Looks
tongue
nice.
because egg yolks.
I can see it.
Now,
Excuse me.
will you put that in the sink for me?
Sure.
This is literally my least favorite part of the whole recipe because I have about this much patience for folding things in. So, I take my lovely fluffy egg whites and I stick on my spoon in there and I flop out these fluffed up really nice.
They really did.
Whew.
They're
Quick.
very pretty.
Martha
Your
Stewart
grandmother
would be
Aletha
proud.
would be... No, your grandmother Aletha
Oh
would be
yeah,
proud.
Grandma Aletha would be proud. I was trying to make this one night and I went through a lot of eggs trying to get this to fluff up and I was getting frustrated and I literally looked up and I was like, Grandma, what would you do? And then it came to me, add sugar. Now, you sit here and you gotta fold all this in until
And throw it all over your mom's clean kitchen.
it landed on a towel, until the egg whites are incorporated, and this is literally my least favorite part.
So while she does that, we started doing a small business spotlight. So what we are doing is,
I probably should have done this in smaller batches.
so what we're doing is we're taking small businesses that are just starting or, don't have a whole lot of advertising, and we are spotlighting them each week. This week is the Leopard Pearl. They carry women's jewelry, they carry purses,
Baby
shoes,
clothes.
baby clothes, baby teethers. If you are on our Facebook page, you've probably seen some of the posts that I have done for the Leopard Pearl. So if you get a chance, their link will be down below. Go check them out. They've got some really neat stuff. They're always getting something new all the time. So
You're local?
they're actually out of Oklahoma.
Oh.
But they do ship wherever you're at. They do have a minimum shipping.
I'm not making ugly faces at that, I'm making ugly faces at this.
So they do have, on each product they'll tell you how much it is to ship. Now if you wanted something shipped across to Europe or something, of course it's not going to be what they have labeled next to the product. But
Okay.
you should really go check it out.
Now, this is all folded together. You see, ignore that, white streaks. Until you can't see white streaks, and that's as good as it's going to get for this height. And it's all fluffy and pretty. And I'm going to get in my pan, which is greased. I sprayed. I didn't spray it, I lied. Who sprayed it? Leslie sprayed it. Thank you for spraying my pan.
Spray in.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what size of pan this is, but this
Looks
is
like a 10-inch,
Just
9-inch.
a 9-inch round.
like 9-inch round
Pie
pie
pan.
pan. And I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna flop it off in there.
Beautiful.
I'm scraping the sides of the bowl as I go because I just can't stand it when people don't scrape the sides of their bowls.
Yeah, when you watch a cooking show and they leave like half of the ingredients in the bowl, you're like,
I'm like, you
hey.
literally left
When they don't
half.
scrape the bowls, that bugs the heck
Yes.
out of me. I'm
Me
like,
too.
clean your bowl.
I know, you're
Why are
wasting
you
half of your
wasting
crap.
stuff? Yeah.
I was watching the other
Isn't
day
that funny?
and I was like, you wanna know why your cake didn't rise? Because you left half of it in your mixing bowl.
Yeah. It drives me nuts.
It's kinda,
Stepping over a dog.
I'm excited to see how that's going to do.
Now, I will tell you, it is very rich, and it's not rich in an
No,
overly
it has eggs in it.
sweet.
Sorry, our cameraman's over here trying to lick egg yolk.
It's not rich as far as like a sweet richness. It's just rich because it's like the dark chocolate in it. You do not need icing for this. Do not put icing on this. It will ruin it. All you need is some Cool Whip, and it's perfect. It's
Now.
perfect.
It'll be perfect.
I will put this on the top rack in the center of my 320-degree oven. And I'm not going to touch my leg to that. And we're going to I keep forgetting that that cookie sheet is in there. I'm always looking for it. Now I'm gonna set a timer on my microwave for 25 minutes.